2 months, she'll barely move, conserving all her energy.
When you invite the autistic homie out and they actually come, they show up to the function, they're engaged, they're talking to people, they're personable, they're the life of the party. Don't be surprised when you invite them again and they don't text you back for 2 weeks. Don't be surprised when you don't hear from them for a while, but when you hear from them, it's like y'all never stop talking. The behind the scenes of what goes into the preparation for one social event, one social gathering, is a lot. And if more neurotypical people saw this, I think they would have more empathy. I still think that they would invite you out because neurotypicals have energy and they want you to come out. We're going out for drinks, we're having fun, we're going out to the town, we're going downtown. All that stuff is cool. And I don't know why I switched my accent for neurotypicals. I don't know why I did that. But it's fun to go out. It's fun to have drinks with your friends. It's fun to go out to the bar. However, when you have to do this again, I think it's the again part that is frustrating. Because most people, neurodivergent or not, can come out to a function. If the function is a big enough thing. A wedding, a funeral, unfortunately, a baby shower, or an old friend you haven't seen in years is back in town. These are things that the majority of us, if we have the time and we have the means, will come to these events. We'll come, we'll be present, we will do our part socially. However, it's the again part. That's where we start to see the difference in who's neurotypical, who's neurodivergent, and who is other, right? When you go out with friends, right? So I think about some of the times I've gone out with friends and they knew that I was tired and they knew that I really didn't want to go because they know that Kojo is not a going out person, but if it's somebody's birthday or, for example, when I turned 30 in Atlanta, my friends took me out to the club and I went because I turned 30. So yeah, we'll go out, but I don't really want to go. My friends will do this thing where, and I don't know if y'all's friends are like this, but they'll do this thing where they finally get me out of the house and we're having a great time. We're having a blast. And because they know that when I go home, it may be a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months before I go out again. Before we leave this event, they hit me with this, shoot. Before we go home, I know there's one spot right here in Midtown. It's not too far. Let's go over there too. And then because you're already out and you're trying your best to be efficient, you're like, all right, fine, I'll come out with you. They drag you into that. And somehow, some way, they'll talk you into maybe going to a third thing. My friends know better than to get me past the second one. It's a miracle if I go to the second one because I didn't want to go to the first event. But they know that, hey, if you let this guy go home, it might be 2-3 months before you hear from him. It might be Easter. It might be one of our kids' birthdays, something noticeable. But, we go to these social events, and after a while, our social battery, not only does it die, it dips to the negatives. So we have to rest and recharge so that way it can come up from the negatives and back to zero. And eventually, we can fill up our social battery to where we can go out again and we can see the world and we can touch grass. But I just wish more neurotypical people could see the prep work that goes into one social event. And if they're shocked by that, they should see the recovery and the burnout that comes afterwards and why we need so much time to recharge.